chawawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandi-bandi, hadi-patatandas, hada-patatata, papas gatito, patakata, chawawa-wa-wa-wa, chawawa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata, hatapatapata. Awak madas. Katahatas. Apa takapa? Patatada. Awak madas. What about this? A dog screech bark is amazing. I can't do it right now, but that was me. No editing. Is that Black Mesa? Probably. It's just some fucking vaporwave mix. It's just like whatever YouTube wants me to listen to. Blast Pit, Source Radio, Vaporwave, Barber Beats, Plunderphonics, Ambient. The top comment says, this is actually how Baja Blast is mixed. Not your generation. Or maybe it is. Do they still make that? Still do that shit? Anyway. Welcome to Joe. We're doing Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Ha-pa-pa. Papas gatito. Do you see that? Like, you know, put this one like this. That's not it. It's like, when you zoom in, the nose looks like it gets a lot bigger, but not in this shot because the depth of field is not. It's like, you go to the camera. Sorry, not depth of field. I mean focal length, rather. The focal length makes it, you can like perceive it differently. Look how it could make it look. So like if you change the focal length and then you zoom out. Oh, wait. I don't know how to do that. I think it's the opposite. You make it small and then you zoom in. And then it gets all distorted. Which is cute. But I did want a little of that. Now I'm not sure I even have enough of it. Excuse me. Let's go to the part where he says, I want Mondays. Who's the voice actors for the dogs? Well, that's nobody. That's AI. AI can do that, right? It's like, we've been able to do that since the 60s. We've been able to, like, make a voice that goes like all computer voices sounded like that until like 1993. It was like the strong bad thing. It's like and now they sound like, okay, let me find that for you. Or worse, they're like, going to the beach when there's acid. Like the beach is full of acid. The condition is acid. Like, and probably the most popular one is like Stephen Hawking. Help, what am I doing on Epstein Island? I need practice with that one. Making computer voices with your real mouth. That's impressive. You know, computers making human voices, that's impressive, but more impressive is if you could do like a really accurate impression of Stephen Hawking. I want Mondays. I want Mondays. I do want Mondays. But it's alright to want, because everybody expects this from me. Everybody says they want Dog of Wisdom 3. That's alright too. But I don't know. There's probably another wisdom about that I'm yet to think of. Like just like about patience being good for you, I guess. Get rid of that. I want this. Could I have this? I want this. I haven't tried this one. Like, just making a key for every time the mouth is open, and then going back and closing the mouths. So the head and the jaw are making separate keyframes, but I still want to keep them together so that the animating them isn't like hella fucking confusing. So I'm still going to match wherever I put keys with the head. I don't know about the rest of the body. I mean, I didn't even make it. I might animate this a little bit, but as you can tell, it cannot move that much. Or else you'll be able to see that there's nothing in there. I want this. And I just like select both bones to move the keys over. Yeah, okay, I see. So I want to move this key over. The jaw, though, is lower in the hierarchy. So, like, if you reanimate the head and all you did was move the jaw up and, like, in and out, like, open and closed, then the jaw is going to be like, oh, I don't know, I was just following orders. And, like, the jaw is going to be normal even if you move the head, but, like, it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you have to reanimate everything if something low on the hierarchy, if something high on the hierarchy is changed, like the spine.
I want this. I want this.
Yeah, like this. This should move a little, and this should pick up on where it's going.
I want this. I want this. I want this.
Unless it should go the opposite way. These things, I don't really know. They take trial and error. Because this is not animating in the traditional sense. I'm not putting down, like,
I want this.
I'm not putting down, like, the really specific poses I want. I just have, like, a really basic storyboard to go off of, which I don't know if I even still have. Did I get rid of that? Maybe. But nevertheless, it's just the drawing of the dog saying, I want Mundus.
I want this.
Let's see if I can make it look a little bit more like my drawing. Like, make it so like the dog's like forehead looks really big.
I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this.
Starting off like that.
I want this. I want
Okay, so he looks like that again. There's a part in Dog of Wisdom 2 where there are no keys at all on the Dog of Wisdom. There's no movement and there's no pose. It's just the default pose. I thought that was really funny. it's like, maybe I even have it here because I didn't delete. I just copied and pasted the Dog of Wisdom from the second video, and I didn't delete all of her animations because I thought maybe I could, like, you know, steal a couple of them. I think it might be, like, right here. Maybe not. It was right after going, ha. Yeah, I think it was just this frame. It was like, it's the Dog of Wisdom. And it's just like, it's so fake. I love that. I was thinking about changing it, but I'm so glad I did it. It's good. Like, I saw that and thought, like, am I really gonna just, like, leave it like that? But, I mean, it adds to the humor somehow. Well, because I think last year there were some people who did not expect a new Dog of Wisdom, and it was likely that it was a shitty April Fool's joke. So, like, there's a few moments where you think it's gonna be a joke. Penny falls off of the blimp. She could have died there. She crashes into Dog of Wisdom. She could have died there. And she also could have not even gotten the wisdom at the end because it's like, looks dead. When you showed the Chihuahua before animating the mouth and head, it gave similar funny vibes. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to... I haven't fully committed yet to doing nothing, but I think right here, it's just gonna look like this. That's funny to me. That's just like dead and floating. Although, I thought if I did that here, it wouldn't be funny. It would be kind of annoying if this dog was just like floating there dead. So instead I have him looking around. I don't think it looks that great yet, but maybe I'll mess with it at the last minute. There's some things that I'll prioritize, like Mundus. I want Mundus.
I want Mundus.
Alright, well I did that and I saved it, so that's good. What else do I need to do? I need to do, can I have this?
I want Mundus. Mundus.
Yeah, let's unrotate it a little bit.
I want Mundus.
That's
I want
funny.
Mundus.
And then just maybe like...
I want Mundus. I want Mundus.
Maybe I can even... drag it. Oh, he didn't say it. Sometimes the playback doesn't work. The first video I made with Blender, which was Dog of Wisdom 2, I didn't actually know how to get audio into Blender, so I just didn't. Let's find out if this video comes out bad, and then we'll be able to say if that was the reason it was good, because I had that limitation. Well, there's like a few fake limitations in this. Like, for instance, the dog's eyes don't move. I don't have to have that as a limitation. You know, unless you think laziness is a limitation. I don't think it's just laziness. I think I don't want them to blink. I don't want their eyes to move. I just want them to look like this. Oh, are the Chihuahua's eyes a little uneven? That's okay. They're very big eyes. They are bulging. Those are bulging out of their skull. I may have even done that on purpose. I wanted the eyes to be uneven so that there would be like a little bit more character. Yeah, I think I did do that on purpose. I was like, instead of copying this eye to that eye, I'm just gonna like I'm not gonna do it perfectly. I'm just gonna do it shittily. Although it does bother me a little that this eyelid ends before this eyelash meets it. I could probably fix that, but not right now. Dogs. Cute. Hot dog. Can I have this? Can I have this? Can I eat you? Ooh. Now you're inside the Wawa. Stop looking at my organs. Not nice. Okay. So now I have to make him say, can I have this? Yeah, that didn't actually go very well when I did that, so let me not do it again. I'm 9. I'm 7. Are you talking about what time it is? 10 a.m.? Yeah, it's 11 here. I mean, I guess I'm not that shocked if some of you are 9 or 7. But I'm not a very child-friendly stream. Sometimes I drink coffee, a grown-up drink. I mean, I think you only have to be like, you have to be technically alive to understand my humor. The stream is lagging. It says excellent connection for me. It might be just you. Time zones are stupid. Everywhere should be the same time. How would that work? Everywhere is the same time? I mean... I think if we're gonna coordinate it all on time, let's at least get rid of daylight savings first, right? Because that's bullshit for other people in other time zones besides the US and Canada. Like, are you saying like it's too annoying to be like, what time is it for you to people on the internet, because everyone is in a different time zone. Well, I guess time zones keep us from coordinating with certain people, certain countries, which is too bad. Like what time zones are just like absolutely out of the question for like you know, like let's just take my time zone as an example, like Eastern time. Like, I feel like you could reasonably pick a day to talk to somebody in Europe, but what about like China? Daylight savings hit different this year. It felt uplifting. Yeah, I think it ended. I think it ended, so we got an extra hour. I don't know. Something feels right about it. What's this app called? It's Blender. Yeah. Blender is free. So download it for free. Free as in freedom. If you care about the forces of cool, you will support free software like this. And by free, I mean not only can you download it for free and get updates for free for life, you can also take it apart and rebuild it. You're allowed. You're just not allowed to sell it because it's free forever. Not that anyone would buy it if you sold it. I think you're allowed to sell. You're allowed to sell your own add-ons. I mean, that's if you really want. I don't know if you. I don't know if you have to abide by their freedom rule. Everybody in the chat was saying it, but thanks. I'm downloading it now. Yeah, Blender's great. It's like. You ever wonder about like what they use to make like Pixar movies? Blender is pretty much comparable to that at this point. The only difference is that people generally aren't like they're not like putting that much effort into the expressiveness of their animations, I think. Not even Pixar. I'm thinking like when they started, they needed to try harder, and they had less tools to automate shit. Like nowadays, there's probably a simulation that would make Woody's cheeks blow backward like that, but back then they had to animate it frame by frame. Yeah. I mean, I did use mocap for the first Dog of Wisdom, but it doesn't necessarily make things easier. I guess it would have made things a lot quicker, but I didn't know how to figure that out for Blender, so I didn't bother. I mean, maybe, you know, like animators, 3D animations today are better than they've ever been, but 3D animated movies are worse than they've ever been. Right? Like, the Mario movie is a good example. Like, the animation in that is very expressive, very cartoonish, very high quality, yada yada yada. But I hated every second of it. Was it every second? Kinda. I mean, it's such like an, I don't know. So dumb. It's like, it's made for little kids, yeah, and little kids like it, but like, they also would have liked it if it was good. It's very in your face. Yeah. Yeah, it's obnoxious. It's terribly obnoxious. It's like, it feels like they spent like 3 minutes writing this movie using ChatGPT, and then they spent like 2.5 years with a team of 1,000 people animating it. Like, people didn't care about what the fucking script said. They just wanted to animate on this because everyone's like, I mean, it's I guess it's fine. Like, I didn't have a problem with the way the movie looked. But I feel like there was so much more personality in, like, Toy Story in those characters. They had to try once. With Mario, they don't have to try. They were trying, they were going for something with, like, the 80s movies. So that's why they don't want to talk about that anymore. 80s movie is like, it's like, I don't know. It's worth watching, I think. Kind of like Batman and Robin. Like, you should definitely check it out. I'm not saying it's really good or anything. I'm saying I have two binary? Is it binary? No, binary would mean yes or no. I've two bits for my movie reviews. Watch it, don't watch it, or is good and is not good. I don't know why, just using my other finger. It's like watch it. It's like, watch it, don't watch it. It was good, it was not good. So I guess but it's not like if I say watch it, it's good, that's not like a perfect score. That's just a good movie. I guess that's a perfect score. But like, a bad movie that I tell you to watch is almost equal. like Rockadoodle. Never watch it twice. Just watch it one time. You don't need to watch it twice. I don't want to watch Funny Games again. I don't want to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie. Either of them I don't want to watch again. The cartoon, it was bad. Don't watch it. Although my nephew loves it. He's 6, so I see what's appealing about it, but God, I was bored. It's like these people act like these animators like act like they've only played like the last 3 Mario games. Like, there doesn't feel like any like deeply held on to convictions about Mario in this movie, you know? Like the whole like Mario is 45 thing. Like, I'm so glad they made a movie where he's like 45, because I think he's 45. That's how they saw him too. They saw him as old and bald, like Bob Hoskins. They said they saw Bob Hoskins and said that's Mario, and he is. I mean, there's more than one live action Mario, but like, I mean, yeah, they looked at Chris Pratt and said, that's Mario. Like, who fucking imagined that? What kind of deeply held conviction does that represent? Blow me. Sorry. I just realized that there was someone here saying that there were 7. So not only is the stream not appropriate, but I just trashed their favorite movie. It's not your favorite movie, like, definitely. It's just, like, based on data. Based on data collection. I mean, I'm glad that I've seen another human being in person who likes that movie. Or else I wouldn't believe that anyone actually liked it. It's okay, they're breaking TOS by using YouTube. Okay, well that's good. That makes it okay. I mean, this is the price you pay for getting a sneak preview to Dog of Wisdom 3. The elusive Dog of Wisdom 3 that, even though I've been talking about it for a while now, people still don't realize that it's coming. This is not a bad thing. I'd rather there be a surprise, but I need this. So, hopefully some people will tip me while I'm working. Also, I have to get this done this week, or else the like joke is ruined. The like April Fool's joke is ruined. Not that it like really needs to be on April Fool's, because I already succeeded once at it. It's just like Pavlov and his doggies. There was this guy who invented here, I'll draw it. He invented, like, I don't fucking know what it looked like. A cube, probably. He invented a device that he put into his dog's mouth, and it measured how much drool the dog had. Now, you might be thinking, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what is this psycho doing with this dog? Well, it turns out it was, like, one of the more significant experiments in history. Pavlov, he taught us everything that we know now about fucking social media. Have you ever noticed when you go on social media, or even a site like YouTube, anywhere, there's a little bell icon? What does that little bell do exactly? Well, see, Pavlov's dogs were he experimented on them, but his most famous experiment was just like based off of this theory that he thought, like, okay, so does a dog drool when it smells food, or does a dog drool when it hears that food is here? It was like, what if I put the food away and didn't even have any food, and it wasn't even time to feed, and I rang the bell that I usually ring when they're fed. You know, for a while he trained the dogs, because dogs are very easily trained. He trained the dogs to know that bell means food. He would ring the bell and the dogs would run. But like, where's the drool come from? Do they salivate at the thought of food? The sound that reminds them of food? And he made this device that measures the drool, and he concluded that yes, in fact, the drool comes from the fact that they were conditioned to associate food with bell. So now, when we go on website, we see a little bell with a little number, and our brain does the same thing that the dog's brains did. It creates, maybe not a little saliva drip, but it creates like a little dopamine drip, or whatever the drip is. It's like something happens in your brain when you get those notifications. You see, like, I'm looking at OBS right now, it's got like a little red dot, and thinking, ooh! Fortunately, the little red dot with a number on it has started to wear off. I'm looking at Discord, it says 9+. You know what that means. It means I'm never checking them. You see my email? There's like 100,000 in there. I'm never reading them. So luckily, the only place I ever see bell and click it is on YouTube, because if I didn't, then I would never be able to see people reacting to my hilarious comments that I leave all over the website. That's better. You know what? Like, that's so much better than Twitter. When you see a funny video and think like, I'll leave a comment, and people laugh at that, that's better than making tweets, because there's no feed of your comments. Maybe you can look at your own feed, but like, you don't spend all time reading your own comments like you do on Twitter. I just sit there reading my own tweets. God, what a waste of fucking... Anyway, I was doing something. Speaking of a waste of fucking time, I'm explaining classical conditioning with the dog, because the dog is smart and the dog knows. So now, I was getting at something. So now, when Dog of Wisdom 3 comes out, if it's the same day as Dog of Wisdom 2, that is going to create the expectation I want in my viewers. When they see April 1st is coming, that's when the drool comes. They get ready. They get ready to consume it. Oh, the bundes. Chawawa. It should keep that pose. I'm not sure if it's a he or a she. Because Heidi is a girl dog. Penny and Heidi are both girls, and the characters are, you know, supposedly girls because of that. But there's no such thing as a boy or a girl dog. I think it's just cute to say good boy because it's not actually a boy. Good boy. Good hunters. The arbiter of wisdom. Hear from your literary Hitler video. Literary Hitler. Yeah, he was a literary kind of person. He wrote a book. He literally wrote the book on being Hitler. Alright, let me just like grab these frames and copy them. Oh, she was moving still. But why? But how? Yeah, Blender actually took me a few years to get used to. Like, that's hard. Like, when I started using Maya, that took a little less time. I mean, I was in school, so that was maybe a little bit easier. I got a little bit more instruction, but like with Blender, you have to cobble together knowledge from, like, people always want to teach me, and I'm like, no, wait, I can't do that. I have the wrong hotkeys. So that's a problem. Like that Pilot Red Sun cartoon, the guy with the biodiesel car. You don't have the new state-of-the-art biodiesel they've been rolling out? That's a problem. a handful of internet animators that I think are really great still. And then there's me, who makes Sonic versus Mario. I mean, yeah, I'm also still making that. But it's not coming out on the 27th, which was 2 days ago. I don't want the jaw to rotate that much. Kabamba. You can make her look angry, or you can make her look happy or sad. You just like rotate that very slightly, but only from one angle. I'm happy. I'm happy. Happy happens. No! Pa! 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 bit. Who the hell do you think you are? You're any kind of artist. Anybody know who you are? Maybe anybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet. It's one of the most important places in all of North America. I don't know. Was that funny that I said it in a normal voice? How dare you? Well, yeah, you can't say that in a normal voice. It's like Greta Thunberg. It's like, how dare you? You have to be really upset. Moving too much back. Could also just like keep moving her back even more. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's more what I was looking for. Yeah, except that's too much, isn't it? That's pretty good. Alright, how much time do I have? Right, like, I feel like the animations in Toy Story are, like, less perfect, but they still have so much life in them. Like, when Woody is, like, shaking. I think they even went too far in some places. Like, they have the characters blink on different frames, and I think that's going too far. I think they should have dialed that back a little. Although it looks good sometimes, like when Buzz is just like blinking in disbelief a little. Oh my god, imagine working at Illumination. I mean, I'm sure everybody like trampled each other like Black Friday to get the chance to work on the Mario movie. Because it's like actual characters they care about. Like, Illumination may be bad, but they learned all that shit from Pixar. Pixar, which was like, we have to prove that computer graphics is art. And now they're just like, well, I think it's time for Inside Out 2, right? Yeah, those have to come later. That's good. But to a dog. Alright. Moving on. Yeah, I didn't even animate this for this. This is from the last cartoon. I'm probably just gonna delete it. It doesn't work at all. I want this. I want among us. I want among us. I want to win it among us. I just want to be good at this game. I just want to be good at something. Sorry, Chippy, but still quoting you. But to a dog. I feel like there's too much here. You double click and get this whole fucking Megillah? No. Why are these not deleting? No, these are deleted. But to done this. Clean keyframes? Remember Maple Story? It was a good game. Why'd I ever stop? Why'd I have to grow up? But the Dondas? Yeah, what the hell? How do I get rid of these? Dondas? Kill? No, that didn't kill though. There's still... Oh wait, maybe that did it. It didn't do it. It didn't kill. Alright, well, I don't know what to do yet. It looks like there's no keyframes, but I still see keyframes. Alright, let me just move this one. This one. Oh my god, I can't see with all this shit in the way. Fuckerson. Fried stinkstone. Okay, so if I scroll down, I guess I can see. It's this. There's the one locked layer. Oh, I see. Okay, well now it's toast. Goodbye. Bye. What about this? Oh, yeah, I should probably move that camera. But the bundas. Yeah, that's it. This game wasn't even that fun. It was mostly just like hitting stuff. It's just like you're just like hitting some shit for hours. What a waste of your life. What a waste of your youth. I mean, I don't know. I guess it wasn't all total loss. Even though I didn't have any friends. And just played alone. Just like hitting a fucking wall over and over. Just banging my ball sack into a wall. Yeah. Good memories though. Fuck nostalgia. I hate it. It's like the older you get, the more important this shit is to you. But to abundance, goddess. Yeah, let's try to keep all these in the same layer. We can just move them all. Holy what? What the McBundle crisp is happening? Well, this has been a cromulent fuck crustable of a day. Awkward face. Probably because I was trying to make it look like it was smiling a little. How come this rotation angle is so weird? Anyway. But the god. Yo, if you're 7, if you're really 7, take my advice. Don't go on social media. Look, you have this guy Steve Jobs. He invents the smartphone. Well, not invents, but like reinvents. And the whole idea was to save time. Save the stupid fucking billionaire a few minutes every day. And look where it's gotten us. It steals all your time. It steals all of it. That's what it does. That's what it was not designed for, but that's what it's been used for? It's like now my phone knows that I'm not supposed to be using it so much. So it has an app that says, you used your phone an hour less this week. It's like, thank you. Thank you for telling me on my progress, on my mental illness that I have by buying you. From buying you and by buying you. What's the difference? Shut up. Joe, you're an expert with dogs. Can you please tell us what the dog doing? I mean, some dogs can talk a little. But like, that's just, it's still just like in the realm of fantasy. It's better if a dog, like, can just barely make out words like Scooby-Doo than like fully articulate like Brian. I don't really like that. I mean, I think it's funny if like the dog just like speaks words for a second, but I mean, there's nothing funny about Brian. He's not supposed to be funny. Like, it's weird that he's like an annoying douche and a self-insert character. He's not a dog. He doesn't act like one. It's like Brian belongs in a different show. He belongs in a show where everyone's an animal, right? No, says Seth MacFarlane, because that's not the joke. The joke is that he's supposedly a real dog. Alright, I guess I get it, but Brian is just Seth MacFarlane's fursona? I guess so. Although, doesn't he have multiple ones, like the fish? Yo, what's this? Oh, that's the tail. You can't even see it, though. Alright, I'll be right back. Let me just, like... Should I just, like, leave this playing? Just, like, loop it. Lupus. Lupus. I have lupus. I got lupus. I'll give you lupus.
Chawawa. Chapapa. Chawawa. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-pa. Shandi-bandi. Honey-patatandas. Hata-patatata. Papa's gatito. Patakata. Chawawa-wa-wa-wa. Chawawa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata. Hatapatapata. Awak manis. Kita hadis. Apa dekapa? Patadada. Awak manis. Tapadeka katapa. Hata. Hatapatagadas. Hatapatagatapandas. Kita patitakatapata Wonder Crisp. Hai. Kenapa Papa? Detek-detek. Hawa. Katapa, 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 habada, cha, wawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-patatandas, hada-patatata, papa's gatito, patakata, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata, hatapatapata. Awak manis. Kedahatis. Apa dekapa, patadada. Awak manis. Tapateka katepat. Hatapatekadas, hatapatekatas, ketapatekatas wonder crisp. Hai, kenapa papa? Kedetek-ketek. Hawa, kedepa, hapada, cak, wawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-patatandas, hada-patatata, papa's gatito, patakata, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata, hatapatapata. Awak manis. Kedahatis. Apa dekapa, patadada. Awak manis. Tapateka katepat. Hatapatekadas, hatapatekatas, ketapatekatas wonder crisp. Hai, kenapa papa? Kedetek-ketek. Hawa, kedepa, hapada, cak, wawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-patatandas, hada-patatata, papa's gatito, patakata, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata, hatapatapata. Awak manis. Kedahatis. Apa dekapa, patadada. Awak manis. Tapateka katepat. Hatapatekadas, hatapatekatas, ketapatekatas wonder crisp. Hai, kenapa papa? Kedetek-ketek. Hawa, kedepa, hapada, cak, wawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-patatandas, hada-patatata, papa's gatito, patakata, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa, cha-wa-wa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata, hatapatapata. Awak manis. Kedahatis. Apa dekapa, patadada. Awak manis. Tapateka katepat. Hatapatekadas, hatapatekatas, ketapatekatas wonder crisp. Hai, kenapa papa? Kedetek-ketek. Hawa, kedepa, Kadaba, habada, cha. Wawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-patatandas, hata-patatata, papa's gatito, patakata, chawawa-wa-wa-wa, chawawa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata, hatapatapata. Awak manis. Katahatas. Apa takapa, patadada. Awak manis. Tapataka katapat. Ata, hatapatakatas, hatapatakatas, katapatakata wonder crisp. Hai, kenapa papa? Kata-kata. Hawa, katapa, habada, cha. Wawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-patatandas, hata-patatata, papa's gatito, patakata, chawawa-wa-wa-wa, chawawa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata, hatapatapata. Awak manis. Katahatas. Apa takapa, patadada. Awak manis. Tapataka katapat. Ata, hatapatakatas, hatapatakatas, katapatakata wonder crisp. Hai, kenapa papa? Kata-kata. Hawa, katapa, habada, cha. Wawa, chawawa, chapapa, chawawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-patatandas, hata-patatata, papa's gatito, patakata, chawawa-wa-wa-wa, chawawa-wa-wa-wa. Hatapatakata,
I'm back. Welcome to me. Who dares talk to me? That's what I'd like to know. Ooh, what's this? A notification on my phone. Beep, 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 beep. Unlocked. What's this? Who dares talk to me? Leave at once. Mike unmuted this time? Okay. You got to listen to the podcast. Listen close. The Chihuahua barks taco. Oh, maybe he does. I didn't do that on purpose, but maybe.
Taco. Wawa. Give me the taco. Chihuahua. Chapapa. Chihuahua. Cha-cha-cha-cha-pa. Shandy-bundy. Honey-patatandas. Hata-patatata. Papa's
I don't think so.
Patakata.
Doesn't say taco. It says Tata and Papa's Gatito, which is like not the name of cuisine, but how old am I? Where do I live? All right, calm down.
Wawa, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-pa, shandy-bundy, honey-batatandas, hata-batatata, papaskatito,
Wondering how old I am? I'm 35, and I don't even drive. I don't drive very far. Oh my. Putting you in timeout for 5 minutes. Stop saying things. But yes, you are correct. But yes, animation is great. It's wondrous and wondrous. Abundous. Alright, back to where I was. Yeah. Gotta move these over now. You can probably just get rid of all of these. All of these. Maybe I should start off with one of those instead, like this. Maybe I didn't key the mouth. Shundus? Hadundus? Baba. But the dog, though. Probably do something like that. Dog doing? A dog, though. But to a dog. What's the wisdom? You got to wait for the translation. It's like an anime. You got to wait for the subtitle. You got to wait, and then when you Yeah, well, that's one way I can show you this without spoiling the whole thing. You don't know what they're saying yet. My pal and I quote you on a daily basis. Thumbs up. That's all any artist can really hope for, is for them, what they say and show you, to stick in any way. Because, I mean, if something is really terrible, it'll probably stick in people's minds. But better if it's something good. Yeah, this is Dog of Wisdom 3. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that. But this is what I have to tell myself that people aren't thinking about it the way I am. They're not thinking about it all the time. Although they are. They are thinking about it all the time. They're thinking about it when I'm not thinking about it. They say, when's Dog of Wisdom 3 when I'm working on something else? Well, brother, here it is. In fact, I've put another of my cartoons on hold to finish this. It's not a very big cartoon. It's only 1 minute and 20 seconds about, but it's what you want. No, Shaggy. It's what you want. You want to take a stack of bread and a stack of salami and shuffle them together like a deck of cards. So like, I'm glad that I have people of all ages watching this stream, but how the fuck do 7-year-olds have unrestricted access to YouTube? I guess I did probably have unrestricted internet access when I was like 9. Harmonica. Thank you, Lordy Bundy. Thank you for the bundes. Thank you for the 20. Thank you to the bundy. That looks pretty good. I want there to be more like a little bit more head turn. That mouth should be opening wider, not closing. Maybe lower this. Yeah, and also extend this ha frame. That fucked up the arc. It's like, tell your parents all the bad words that I've been saying on this stream. Get your parents' permission. I mean, I guess you already have your parents' permission, so that doesn't matter. My YouTuber parents say that YouTube is good for me. Alright, let's move these frames a bit. No! No! A little bit too low. Wrong frame. Well, like, okay, so, you're asking how old I am. Here's something about, something that'll tell you how old I am. The first computer I used wasn't mine. It was my dad's. It's like, there was a such thing as a family computer. In fact, Nintendo made their console. They named it the family computer. I mean, it's really not that to us. It's the Nintendo Entertainment System. You're 34? I'm 35, but I have to admit 34 is funnier. Like, the Futurama writers have talked about this over and over, about how there's, like, inherently funny words. And I know that they definitely had a very short conversation about how old the like guy is. That it's like they're kidnapped by like an evil gas cloud, and he forces them to reenact their like his like Star Trek fanfic, and like then at the end his mom calls him, and his mom is like another giant gas cloud. And they're like, this whole time he was just a child. And the mom is like, he's not a child, he's 34. Like, I know they had a conversation thinking like, what's the funniest number? Like you know, it's like, what's the funniest age for him to be, right? The funniest sounding number and the funniest age to be is 34. I thought you were 32. Well, you know, lose a few pounds, get a haircut, you can look 32 again. Who's 34-year-old? The, like, guy who just got sentenced was only, like, 32 or 34 or something. What was his name? Bankman? Yeah, Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried, which, like, I like saw the headline, Sam Bankman-Fried sentenced, and like I thought it was talking about Sam Altman at first. It was like, what did he do? Bankman. What a ironic name. And Altman. It's also funny if you think about it. Like, they got rid of him and then they got him back. Did they get him back, or did they replace him with AI? Get an alternate man. Or maybe Altman is like Ubermensch. It's like Ultraman. Turbo Man. Joe is 420 years old. Sued. Alright. I just need a minute. Let me look at this again. This is getting there. What would happen if I was an asshole? This is a question I've been asking a lot lately. What would happen if I was an asshole and just stole from myself this animation that I made? I want Mundus. Can I have a Mundus? Oh right, I was talking about how this Wawa should just be completely still right here. Actually, he is moving. He's tilting his head a little, but his mouth is still like gaping open. Just sitting there dumb looking. I might have to futz that. I might change it or not. Alright, but I want to... Alright, that was not the frame range. It was over here where I left off. Look at how much of an asshole I'm about to be. Being an asshole is fun. I mean, I did it for the last video too. When Pepper is like, happy had to happen? Ha. I used the same animation of her saying, ha. It wasn't even the same animation. It was the same exact clip. You can go and go back and look and see how like the clouds are like reset. Just go off on a Twin Peaks binge. The title of the stream reminded me of a scene where David Lynch says Chihuahua in a very particular way. 22-second clip on YouTube. Thank you, Squid, for the 10E. The 10 euros. Should I leave it the same, or should I? I'll fuck it. I'll re-fuck it. I'll fuck it. I'll futz with it. I'll. This dog has way less bones. I haven't even messed with the ears yet. I mean, that's pretty well timed. The squeaky dog gets the bone. I love how Joe acts weird at all times. I'm normal. What are you talking about? Bye. I need water. thing he does with his voice is like the most iconic thing I've ever heard. Balloon Dog is cute. I love his eyes. Yeah, the eyes are cute. They're a little bit uneven. It's, you know, when your eyes are that big. I hear that owls, despite popular belief, are not as intelligent as some other birds because their eyes are so big that there's no room for any brains. How do you do that voice? You just have to, like, I think you just have to be as, like, cranky as I am. You just have to see other people as having that voice and make fun of them. Like, I think I'll park right here. Like, in the middle of the street. I think I'll just do this. I think I'll just do whatever I want. Like, you see like, garbage on the ground. You could be like, I think this is a good place to put my trash. Like, I don't know. There's
Chawawa. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Hababa. Chihuahua. Dee doo 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 dee 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 dee. Hatapak kataka hatakandas. Hatapak patapa hatapambas hatakata pata hatapa. Ha wa 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 wa. Cha wa 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 wa. Hapatata kata. Cha wa 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 wa. Hapatakata pataka. Ha wa 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 wa. Hapaka hatapa. Ha wa wa wa. Hatapatakata kata. Dost thou love me? But you must. Dost thou love me? Yes, I'm so happy.
Can I see the dog plush?
The dog.
You mean this one? Grab.
Ba. Hababa. Hababatakanda. Hababatandaba. Hababatakandaka. Hadadas. Habata.
Yeah. Buy one today. I love this plush. Yeah, it's a really well made one. It's a good dog.
I want the butters. I want the butters. I want the butters.
I don't want it to tilt his head this time.
I want the butters. 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 I want the butters.
And then here, it's just never speaks again. I'm getting so much done. It's gonna be weird when this is finished. It really did take all year to make this. I'm using it every second. Not that I was working on it all year, but like at any point in the year, I was thinking about what am I gonna do? Like, what's it gonna be? What's the wisdom? Who's the wisdom come from? And, well, the reality is, and you 7 to 9-year-olds might not like hearing this, but I needed to live before I could make this. I needed to do more living. I'm not the dog, and I don't come when you call me. Fuck you, I won't come when you call me. Fuck you, I won't come when you call me. Nah, I just can't. I'm not a dog, I'm a cat. I do whatever the fuck I want. Doesn't mean I don't love you. It means I love you when I feel like it. Cat. Doesn't mean cats aren't wise. I think it's the opposite. Cats are wise, but they don't need wisdom as badly as dogs. just like, whatever. Ba-da-da. How about that? No. If an animator doesn't stream live, they're not really animating. No, I'm joking. Although, how else would you know if you didn't watch them do it? And is it like with like speedrunning where you can still fake it even if you're doing it live? God. You know, I called myself an asshole for reusing animation, but I was just joking. It's nothing like stealing, like doing a fraudulent speedrun. That's evil. That's really being an asshole. It's like, what kind of life do you expect to live, having won illegitimately? You're just like that fucking guy Billy Mitchell, who is such a cheater that he'll sue you if you make fun of him or use his face in regular show. He sued them, and I think he lost. I don't think he owns the rights to a giant bearded face. I feel like the outcome of that case is probably more important than I realize. I want this to have a good silhouette like that. Yeah, I haven't even started animating this ear until just now. Well, yeah, the ears and especially on Penny are going to be a pain. Penny, Pandela Freed. Oh my god. Are these deletable? No. Remember old computer? If only there was an old computer for me to get married to. I need a computer wife who makes me holographic media. It's like, why is that attractive? Person with a computer monitor for a head. I mean, computer wife implies that you have the perfect life. She will never leave you. That's the first thing. Although, I don't know. Does Karen ever leave Plankton? I bet she does. I bet I would consider it to not be real because it's a newer episode. It's like making me a little sad seeing it actually coming together. It's like Morgan Spurlock. I can't believe I don't have to work on this anymore soon. He's like, I can't believe I don't have to eat McDonald's tomorrow. Man, that movie was traumatizing. Super Size Me. It's about a guy who does nothing but eat McDonald's. He eats nothing but McDonald's for a month. And he's like, he like shows how his body is like in like really decent like physical fitness at the beginning. And over time he just like gets like basically warns his doctor basically warns him he's gonna die if he doesn't stop this stunt. I mean, not that anyone really eats McDonald's for 30 days. He's probably just trying to torture himself for a little thrill. Although that movie had an effect on me. You start to question fast food eating habits and whatnot. They tell you how much fat, how much sugar, how many calories is in everything at McDonald's. I'm sure there's like an alternate version of it where someone loses weight eating McDonald's. Sounds like a design flaw, a wife who never leaves. What if you need to fart or just want some alone time? What if she stinks? Well, clearly you are going into this with a bad attitude, so if any of these do become issues, they'll probably be a deal breaker for you. Why did Plankton not build boobs? You don't like them. But he's not, it's clearly not the perfect marriage. He's not that happy with her. A perfect wife would tolerate your farts? I mean, depends on who you're asking. If you're asking Adolf Hitler, the perfect wife would like smell all of his, like inhale the entire farts, all of them. I'm about to fart again. And like she has a nose plug, but she only wears it when he's not farting. There's a clothespin on her nose. I don't fucking know. I'm not saying that everyone into fart fetishes are evil Germans. I'm just saying all evil Germans are into it. And non-evil German. Why do you post few Wisdom Dog videos? Well, I feel like I'm posting a lot now. First I had one. Then I made a second video that was like not as involved. Then I did like a song, and then years later I did a sequel. I did the Reflection video. Now there's a new one. So I'm counting 6. How many FrumpleQuest or Audrey and Victor videos have I made? Have I even made 6? I do though understand that I could be exploiting the shit out of this and make a new Dog of Wisdom every week. All I'd have to do is stop caring about the wisdom. I mean, I don't know, unless, because you know how I said I have to live my life before I really have it. Unless life starts coming faster at me, I'm not gonna be making more. But just like a crop, takes time. You gotta wait. Dog of Wisdom is a crop, and every year you get 1 fruit, maybe 2, sometimes 2, but never 3. I feel like I'm trying to keep it frequent now, once every year. Dog of Content, yeah. When are Dog of Wisdom and Adolf Hitler gonna collaborate? It's okay, guys. He says he's sorry. He said he was sorry, and now you got to forgive him. You got to say you're sorry too. Say good Hitler. Alright. What's enough of you? Please no spamming. But, again, good question. When's the next Audrey and Victor? Not for a long time. That is like, if Dog of Wisdom is like a crop that's about to produce edible food, like an apple that's about to just like fall off into your mouths, Audrey and Victor is like a seed that has just begun to germinate. It won't be ready for 2 years probably, but I have something. I'm just hoping that 2 years from now it'll hold up. Well, I haven't written it yet, so the writing will probably differ if I wrote it now versus if I read it in 2 years. But hopefully I'll have more done by 2 years from now than that. Well, like sometimes writing just like you just keep on making changes up to the time that you upload it. He'd be in a little Zeppelin. Well, that was World War One, so I guess it would be World War One Hitler, you know, before he was Fuhrer, and this would be like an origin story for both of them. Like, the dog is like the great grandfather of the dog from the cartoon. So Hitler would be like, you know, he'd be the precursor to dictator Hitler. So he'd be a little bit Hitler. And what does the dog cause him to become dictator? The dog makes Hitler. The dog causes him to become Hitler. Yeah, it would be fun. No, it wouldn't. But yeah, World War One. They used Zeppelins. God, imagine it. Imagine a time where you could still use Zeppelins, like before the Hindenburg when everyone knew how easy it was to blow those up. They did not. I don't think they did. I don't think they got much use in World War II. But in World War I, they flew them over London, and they dropped bombs from them. I don't know why that thought sticks in my head, but it does. That's creepy. I mean, it's like, I think it's because not only would you never see a Zeppelin flying today, but also you never, like, use them in war. They would have been, like, imagine if they did that now. They would have been, like, blown up so easily. They would have been, like, blown up like the Hindenburg. They were the same as that. They were full of hydrogen. Exploded. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. How long does Dog of Wisdom live? I mean, Wisdom doesn't die. And neither do cartoon characters, so forever. Do cartoon characters die? Who's dead? I feel like there's a certain, like, Bugs Bunny feels kind of dead to me. Like, it feels like a certain amount of their creative like, people involved, like, maybe not the creator, but everyone involved, like, is dead. It's like, then the character's just dead, right? But not really, because anyone can bring back Bugs Bunny. And they will, too. And they will, too. But, like, what about characters who've really fucking died? Jake from Adventure Time is literally dead. He's dead. He died. Yeah, but, like, there's no way he doesn't still hang out as, like, a ghost, right? Like in Star Wars, they're all still around. Tom and Jerry can't die. No. They've tried that. They've tried to kill themselves. They weren't allowed to die. Even though any idiot could come up with a cat and mouse and not even need Tom and Jerry. It's because they don't have the ability to do that. Their cat and mouse would suck. And so is their Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry Willy Wonka. Even Chuck Jones, who was, like, one of the best, made, like, a crappy Tom and Jerry. It's a really damn shame. Chuck Jones was so good. Like, his scared, sad baby animal characters. Well, like, when Bugs acts like that, it's great. But, like, there's a character, Charlie Dog, who's just, he's like the perfect balance of, like, screwball Bugs Bunny-esque and, like he's looking for a home. He just wants a place to live. Like, he's that kind of guy. He's not as remembered as Bugs or Daffy, but I like him just as much. He's the same character. They're all the same. With, like, they're all Mel Blanc. But, like, there was one where he's, like, in Italy, and, like, an Italian guy is, like, trying to get rid of him. There's one where Porky, like, he, like, mails him to Scotland. something about a dog. It's like I'm thinking about like all the dog characters out there. It's like I guess Bluey is probably the most popular one now. But who's like the best dog character in all time? Goofy, if that counts as a dog. There's like an old cartoon called Rude Dog, and it's like Rude Dog and the Dweebs. Yeah, it's kind of it's like based off of T-shirts, but like. And like Rob Paulson voices this dog. I don't know why. I think it's so funny. It's just like this chill dog with like a Brooklyn accent. Voiced by Rob Paulson in the 80s. Or probably like really early 90s. There was another dog I was watching at the same time. There's like the teacher's pet. And he was like, was he voiced by Nathan Lane? He sounded like that. He was like dressed up as a person. He's like, he's gonna date the mom. That's all I saw. I just like put the tape in and watched like a random part where someone else was watching it. Is Rocco a dog? He has a dog. He's a wallaby. People don't know what he is in his own cartoon. They call him a beaver. Cat dog? That's not even on the top 10 of best dogs. Two stupid dogs. Oh, Courage. Yeah, I liked Courage. Droopy? Droopy is also not even in the top 10, is he? I mean, neither is Bluey. Bluey is like Modern Family. It's like, yeah, if it's on, I'll watch it. I mean, Bluey is well made, but I can't imagine like anyone really liking those characters. They're just like, I don't know. They're just like normal. Your average conservative family. Okay, so in an hour I gotta get out of here, but let me do a little more on this. What other dogs are there? It's like Looney Tunes didn't have any other dog. Oh wait, they did. They had Mark Antony. That's another Chuck Jones cartoon. Mark Antony the dog. He's like this bulldog with a soft spot. That's a great character. What are dogs? There's a lot of those kind of like just like nameless bulldogs, like. Or like in that like Tex Avery cartoon where the giant dog's name is Atom. It's like Atom with a T. It's like just a joke name. It doesn't matter what his name is. Spike and yeah, like the Spike from Tom and Jerry. Listen here, pussycat. And it's like, as soon as you hear him talking, you know that they're setting up the plot. It's like, if I hear one sound while I'm trying to sleep, wham! Straight to the moon. Yeah, that'd be weird if like that's where that came from. Because Hanna-Barbera just like copied that character for the Flintstones. It's like there was like a Pokemon, Luxray, I think, and it looks just like some monster from Final Fantasy 9. It's like Nintendo doesn't even know what they own and what they ripped off. We don't even know. I mean, obviously nobody ripped off any Hanna-Barbera characters because they're all terrible. But wait, they are rip-offs. Just the voice is a rip-off. Their souls. Those souls are trapped in terrible cartoon alligators. Awful. I mean, You know, there's probably something to most of those characters, but only in the sense that they were based on someone more talented. Oh, but so was Bugs Bunny. Like that's like basically just like Clark Gable, isn't it? Not that anyone knows who that is. It's like when Looney Tunes would quote shit, like, I'm only 3.5 years old. Like, nobody knows what they're quoting now. It's from Looney Tunes now. That's the like Picasso method of stealing shit for yourself. It's like when he said great artists steal, he was probably talking about that. Generic bulldog mascot from every school. Oh yeah. You're right. Brian Griffin. Go to hell. Yeah. Brian Griffin is like, I mean, I guess he's funny in a way, but he's not like a good dog or a good character. Thought it was pretty funny when Peter took his rope toy and then he gets killed in a he is like holding onto the toy and then Peter like turns really sharply to throw him into a fire hydrant. I thought that sequence was like, you know, not bad. I was watching that and thinking, wow, this is so gratuitous. That's Family Guy for you. And it's like, if it's not being that gratuitous, maybe it doesn't even like have anything else to say. Like, what else was like that? Just completely gratuitous. Yeah, I don't know. Family Guy is not like really that good, but there's like wherever it's like really staked its claim, that's what's good about it. Like anything the Simpsons or King of the Hill would never do is Family Guy territory. Well, yeah, they probably realized that at some point that like, you know what, they never had Homer beating his daughter. We should do that. And then it became a running gag. Yeah, the Simpsons would never have a black neighbor. So how do you guys feel about Dr. Hibbert being replaced as a voice? Well, yeah, like the Simpsons wouldn't have a black neighbor because their only black friend, Dr. Hibbert, is like a lot wealthier than they are. I mean, Dr. Hibbert, no matter what your skin color is in doing that voice, you're doing an impression. Right? It's a bit of an impression. But it's a specific impression. It's like the Hibberts are like this alternate reality where like the Simpsons are adjusted, right? Like the Hibberts are like they're just like shown a little bit. But like if they showed it any more than that, it wouldn't be funny because they're too adjusted. The dad makes enough money and the family gets along. They still got Carl? You mean they didn't change Carl? Wait, no, they changed Carl. They replaced his voice. That was Hank Azaria. You gotta stop being Carl, Hank. Well, yeah, like that wasn't really even the issue. The issue was Apu because there's no other Indian characters in this show or any show. That was the problem with Apu. But there was nobody saying like, here's the problem with Carl. like some guy who looks and sounds just like that. I mean, I think Carl's voice and his skin color aren't necessary. They don't necessarily mesh the way Apu's voice meshes with his skin color. He just stopped being Apu. Wait, are you saying Hank stopped being Apu or Apu stopped being Apu? Well, there's that episode where Apu is like, they're trying to force him to assimilate. So he like puts on like a ridiculous cowboy hat and like starts talking all American. And like that's something that in the audio commentary they mentioned as being really difficult, like having to turn an accent backward and like have like traces of that original Indian accent while trying to remove it. That's, you know, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good gag, I must say. Do I think Hank should still voice Apu? Look, I mean, the context for the world that The Simpsons represents has changed so much since then. Not to say that when you go into a convenience store there won't be an Indian guy working. That hasn't really changed. But now we have other Indians on TV. It's not just fake Apu, who's not even really voiced by an Indian. Okay, so here are your options. You kill Apu and stop mentioning him, which is, I think, what they've gone with. Or you could continue doing Apu's voice, stay as Apu, keep Hank as Apu, and have him do something that is perhaps appropriate but still funny. Then there's a third option and just get like an actual Indian to play him. But like, who is this actor that they're getting? Do they have like a real, authentic Indian accent when they speak English? Because that is something that you might want, but not for Apu. Apu is a stereotype. That doesn't mean he can't be funny sometimes, but I think the issue is that we've focused too much on him. Right? There's not other Indian characters we can say are funny in some other way besides Apu. I mean, maybe at this point, yeah, but like, I don't know. For a long time, it's just like, thank you, come again. Like, you just like, it's a funny voice, Sua. I mean, if you say that to somebody who's Indian, you're racist. If that person is your friend and they think it's funny, then I guess you're racist and it's funny. Hank should still do the voice, but he has to be frowning and shaking his head in the recording booth. I mean, I think only he is Apu, because he really came up with the character. They said his character's name was Clerk, and they said in the notes, please, no Indian accent, because they could already smell the tiredness of this stereotype before the character was even made. And then he just like saw that. He saw no Indian, and he did Indian. It's like, what is he gonna do? You gave him the direction by saying no Indian voice. What else was he gonna do? Like, come up with something else? He just saw the no and ignored that. The third option makes the most sense, but you're always gonna alienate someone. My choice would have been the guy that voices Prismo. Well, Yeah, I mean, I guess an Indian comedian who has immigrant parents could be a good replacement for Apu, because then he would understand the authentic ways that this character can be funny. But like at that point, I think you could probably just like introduce a few more of like his family members or something. You know, like you should keep Hank as Apu, but like do an episode about his family where like they're all Indian. Well, I don't know, maybe not even. Like I feel like maybe the thing people want, besides harassment, which is fun, is they want authenticity. And they're not really asking for us to tinker with and improve Apu. We're looking for an authentic voice, because we realize in a really shocking way that Indians are underrepresented in cartoons. They're not even made fun of enough in cartoons. They're made fun of in one character. Like that's basically what pissed off the like Hari Kondabalu. His parents were like, "You have Apu hair." Apu hair. Saying that he looked like Apu. And that he had Apu hair. Yeah, I mean, they have Krusty. He's like the only Jewish character in The Simpsons. And he's also like one of the most evil. He brainwashes their children with violent cartoons so that they can buy his stupid, shitty products that burn you and don't work. And like get you so sick. Like the jagged metal Krusty-O. Yeah, I mean, there was probably other Jewish characters, I mean, on TV, but like Krusty is, you know, it's a cartoon, so it still stands out. You know, like the average person only knows like SpongeBob, Bluey, Mickey Mouse, and the Amazing Digital Circus. Like they know 3 things. That's their idea of like cinema. I don't even blame them. I mean, Dog of Wisdom is one of those 3 things they know. It's like they have so little interest in the other things that I make. In a lot of people's minds, I don't have anything else to offer. I don't have anything else to be. And that does get me down. But in these rare occasions, I feel as if I've got something. I told myself I was going to do it if I had something, and now I need something. So, yeah, I think the most important thing here is that people know about the Chihuahua voice, because I haven't gotten that one out there yet. That's all I wanted to say with this, actually. I feel like it's similar to the Dot's feet moment of literally Hitler. It's like that's the funniest part, the last few frames. It's just like one image. Like the Sonic slap thing. It's that one drawing of him slapping Mario that I want people to look at, laugh, and not click the video. Because that makes animating it and making it a real video all that much worth it. Yeah, like just one image is I mean, Dog of Wisdom is really just like the one image of a dog in an airplane, isn't it? Like that's so fucking funny. Yeah, and I thought maybe people would be disappointed if Pepper wasn't in this one. So she appears as like an Aladdin genie. She's the Aladdin from Genie. Yeah, I was wondering about those balloons. Should I keep them pink? Or should I color them? I guess pink and green isn't bad. That's Chihuahua. Chihuahua is pink and green. Man, I'm so overexposed on this camera. Oops. Oh well, it's fine. I remember seeing a girl drawing Dog of Wisdom in art class. I wonder what the rest of Great the Show would make her feel. Yeah, I don't know. The rest of Great the Show is not for everybody. It's a little raunchy. Dog of Wisdom is squeaky clean. Dog of Wisdom is like... People actually want to share that because it's squeaky clean. FrumpleQuest fucking rocks. That's good. I was thinking about bringing back FrumpleQuest. I feel like some of the ideas have set in since the last time I made a FrumpleQuest thing. So like some of the bigger picture of FrumpleQuest has set in. Like I can imagine the rest of the world he lives in now. I like your vids so much. Love your dog vids. Thank you. Alright, so in like probably like half an hour I gotta get out of here, but oh my god. I said that half an hour ago that I was gonna do some work and I didn't. I was just talking this whole time. Yeah, well this part I need to finish. Yeah, that's too quick. Yeah, like it doesn't matter how much you think about it before doing it, because like, you know, like in a shitty asshole artist Picasso way, I could say like, how long did you spend working on this? Oh, I spent all year on it. I could say that because I was thinking about it all year. But all in, it only took like maybe a month. I needed to make I didn't need to make new characters except for the Chihuahua, so I spent about a week like recording it. Was it even a week? It was like a day. I did it in like a day. But like it took a few days to like get this file ready. So probably like a week before, and like another week to make the Chihuahua. And another week to write it and like rewriting it. A different week and making the groundwork for the video. But yeah, like it had to like be figured out. It's a nut and it has to be cracked. I don't know. Are you doing the harmonica scene? No, I'm doing something else this time. It would be pretty awesome to see Frumple lore. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could really, like, I could do lore the way I like it. Where it's just something to think about. It's not really explained. Yeah. If you're smart, maybe you can figure out what it was, what it is. But I think well, there might be a backstory. I might actually show some of it. It depends. Depends when I get around to that. If I'm still thinking the same way about telling the story as I am now. Video cannot be monetized in the territory. You cannot monetize it, please. It's been blocked in the territories. Not monetized. Alright, that's fine. It's just fine. I wasn't even monetizing it. Unexplained, thought-provoking lore hinting is the stuff people like. When you blatantly explain the whole deal, people don't have anything to formulate their own ideas about. It doesn't stick, their own ideas, and it doesn't stick in their heads. Yeah, like, fuck, like, are you going to tell people, like, how to like do a jigsaw puzzle? Like, are you gonna make that, like, just like give them every piece they need in order? Like, lore is like something that they tell you exists, but you're gonna have to wait until the next episode to see it. Like, lore is just lure. Like, forget it. I don't care. It doesn't matter so much that it's going to do that to you. Like, who's Audrey and Victor's father? It's like, forget it. It'll be explained one day. I wasn't saying it was important to care about this. The important thing is that there is no dad in this situation, and that kind of gives Hitler an opening to become their new dad. Which is really funny. Which is not explicitly said, but he makes a your mom joke. Yeah, don't explain everything. Like how did FrumpleQuest meet Dust? What's funny is that Dust regrets it. I mean, it's stolen. It's stolen from Don Quixote, a book I've read like 3 pages of. But it's funny. I can tell that it's funny and that I should steal from it. like Don Quixote as Paper Mario is FrumpleQuest. People will latch onto breadcrumbs like crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like breadcrumbs. It's a trail of crumbs to a bread, but you'll never get fed. It's just crumbs. Crumbs are not worth it. People are starving. Well, like, yeah, like, you don't need to know where did Dog of Wisdom get all of her wisdom? Is she a boy or a girl? These things are not that important. I guess they could be important, but maybe you should think about it. Then it'll have a personal importance. Long nail. I'm gonna clip it right now. Yeah. I think there's too many shows like that. It's frustrating. Not everything has to follow all the trends. But like, if you actually do tell little stories in the background, that's, you know, is that lore? Lore is kind of an annoying word, isn't it? It makes me think of something that's not that exciting. Well, you know, like a story that unveils itself later is not the same thing as lore. I feel like lore is backstory. But like, you shouldn't have the reason you care be hidden from you. That should be there. Did Plankton intentionally program his wife to be annoyed with him? Because like, it feels like he should have the ability to do that. Although if it's a super intelligent AI, I guess it could have gotten away from him. She was the one that got away. Maybe it was intentional. Maybe Plankton likes that. Well, yeah, like, it's like if your wife just like, you know, was everything that you commanded her to be, just like perfectly loyal, will never leave you or disappear. She'll never act cold towards you. She'll just like smell your farts. She'll inhale all of them. Plankton got sick of that over time. He thought, this isn't a marriage, this isn't love, this isn't a real relationship. And it's like, I need someone with faults. I need someone with less patience and he programmed her to be annoyed with him and impatient with him and critical of him, and he loves her now. Right? The scientist from The Nightmare Before Christmas built a daughter that would run away. Then he builds a new servant who has half of his brain that I guess he can control because it's his brain. So like he splits into two people. He needs like someone to push his wheelchair, so he gets like a clone of himself, basically. And Sally, she doesn't have a brain. Just like Jack, they're fucking stupid. They don't have brains. Something's up with Jack, something's up with Jack. Something's up with Jack, doesn't have a brain. Doesn't have a brain, always is in pain. So he really just like, oh man, I didn't even like think too hard about that until now. But like he like evolved humanity by splitting into two people, a man and a woman. So is he gonna have sex with himself? Why didn't he just put his whole brain into that body? Then he'd be young again. Okay, so first if they can both work with half a brain, I guess you can just like put half a brain in and then have the new body take out the first half, the second half of your brain and add it to their first half, and then that's you now. Anyway, I'm thinking too hard about this. This is what was great about those movies, is that we never thought too hard about them. I was talking about this with Chris once, that like if they made A Nightmare Before Christmas today, it would be stupid. They'd like explain all the like portals and towns like a lot. Like they'd explain how the portals can actually be used to reach the real world, and yes, confirmed, you can meet Jack Skellington and have sex with him. That's what the point of the entire movie would be. You can have sex with him now because the portals are explained. You can actually go to the real world. I don't think Halloween Town residents are considered humanity. Legitimize Halloween Town as a free state. The United States military Halloween Town conflict. I mean, that did kind of happen, didn't it? Like, the military blew up Jack. Luckily, Halloween Town was spared, but not by Santa, who gave them snow. They never had snow, I guess, in Halloween Town. That's the one thing that's really the only thing you need to understand what's magic about Christmas is snow. It's like magic. It's like a miracle when school is canceled thanks to snow. It's the best fucking feeling. They would like they'd try to explain how they got there. They'd show the like history of Halloween Town to an annoying degree. They'd show like Jack's grandfather, like his grave. I don't know. Like the founder would be like it's like, can it just be Jack? Can it just be him? No. See, it's actually much older. They do that. They do that shit. They wouldn't just like show there's like a town for every holiday. They would like explain what their purpose and role is in bringing that holiday. Right? Isn't that what modern Disney movies are all doing? They're like adding too much, like they're revealing too much that was just kind of implied. Like the Jungle Book did that. I watched the terrible Jungle Book. The terrible book. I mean, in the Jungle Book, Mowgli's parents are missing. We don't know where they went. They're gone. The jungle took them. Probably a crocodile ate them. He probably dragged them under the water and did a spin. We don't need to know. But in the live action movie, they make it like, you know, absolutely, definitely, we see it, we hear it. It was Shere Khan, right? It could have been Shere Khan or anything, but we know now it was Shere Khan. Like, that I don't agree with, because that just like that wasn't the point. Like, he probably ate them, but the fact that it's like not revealed is better because it's the fucking jungle. There's lots of things lurking in the jungle. Like they could have just like they could have just like eaten something poisonous and died, and then like those vultures came along and ate their dead bodies. And that's why they're so fucking stoned. It's like, what are we gonna do? It's like, the fuck, you just asked me that. It's like, holy shit. It's like, what now? It's like, I just realized we're British. It's like, no, we're not. It's friggin' Africa. You idiots, it's India. It's like the Indian Beatles song. They should have done like an Indian song. Were the Beatles still together? Oh yeah, they were still together. They wanted the Beatles. So like they said no. So instead they just like did bad impressions like the ones I just did. Like, what are we gonna do? What, like, who's that supposed to be? Is that John Lennon? I guess it's not, it's not anyone. He's just a vulture. And they sing a song called... It used to be so stuck in my head. And when you're lost and all alone, who comes along and throws you a bone? Reference to every animal's dead or alive. We've never met an animal that we didn't like. Let's do the end, the bitter end. The end, the bitter end of this stream. I'm gonna stream for 15 minutes and then I will go. I ate your parents, Mowgli. It's like, wow, I really hate him now because I didn't hate him before when he just killed every human he saw. Now he definitely killed my parents. Now I hate him. it was way different when I just suspected he killed my parents, but actually now I know he killed my parents. But like, what did they even do again to show it? They show a flashback. I feel like, does Mowgli remember seeing it? Is that the thing? Yeah, like Mowgli's like watching and he remembers. Something like that. I did not like any Disney live action thing. I mean, I did not like Toy Story 4, but like I watched it. There's too many colors on Woody's face. Like, look at this shit. Look how beautiful this is. Ah! Look at this beautiful gradienting. This terrible, like, it looks like banding a little bit. Like, look at that shit. Beautiful. That's what Toy Story was like. I asked Exploshi, how do you do that? And she knew. Look at that. It's like, you just like make a directional light with a low angle. Like that, and also changing the exposure or like the contrast on the color profile thing down there, which I'm not gonna find again because I hate it, but I have it set now to look good. We gotta get SpongeBob back 3 and 4. That's I don't know, like, why are you already asking for the 4th one? Aren't you just asking for like the dilution of any quality it might have had or could have had? I mean, the second one was kind of just a joke. I don't know if I could make enough. I mean, have I thought about making have I thought about ideas I had that I didn't do? I mean, I could, but I don't think they matter. Gross! Like, scratching I'm like using my nail to like dig Grundus out of the cracks in my keyboard. Disgusting! It's full of plaque! I need to do the doctors. Doggo Wisdom needs a gummy bear. A gummy bear. Give me the gum bear. I want the gum bear. Yeah, sponsored by Gummy Bear. Which I suppose is a brand. And not just a Disney cartoon. Oh shit, that happens right there. That's not bad. That's coming along. Let's watch it.
Chawawa. Chawawa. Chapapa. Chawawa.
20 million frames.
Shantipandi. Nipatatandas. Hatapatatata. Papas gatito. Patakata. Chawawa. Chawawa.
That needs to be fixed up. That needs to be whatever. It's getting out of sync. Also not finished. Wait, there's more. Even more.
Wonder crisp. Hi, Katapa Papa. Hawa Katapa. Cha. What?
Yeah, there's like a little more than that, but it's not animated.
Katapa. Cha.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's cut it there, it's fine.
Chawawa. Cha.
Alright, let me fix this, because this bugs me. Chawawa. Chawawa. Alright, so this frame probably not going to use the auto key this time. Yeah, that was pretty good, except I feel like it should just be higher than that. Last time I was trying to do this, I fucked it up and then I accidentally deleted some of the work I did, which was annoying, so I might go with the simple solution. I think it might be the better solution. Just like fucking tweet it. Is her jaw moving? I don't think it is. I guess I'll just have to fix it while it's being cleaned. Up here. stuck on that now. You can't even see. Maybe like that, or maybe I'll keep it in the... Get the whole thing with the balloons in frame. But like even smaller. Yeah, it's not too bad. You can see how it looks with the ship. Alright. Let's see a little more of this and see how it's going. Could you throw me a bone? Could you get the bone? Oh yeah, I see the jaw. Huh. There's no keyframes on this jaw.
I want madness. I want madness. I want madness. I want. I want madness. Chiquitito. I want madness.
Alright. It's time for me to go. But thanks for watching. Probably be back tomorrow. Gotta finish this soon. Got a lot done today. A-okay. Yeah. Alright, take care.